Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. This video, I haven't got a title for it yet, but it'll be up there when it's up there. Um, but this is really about the husbandry of the work, being a worksman in this faith, man. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. All right. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it, yet have he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth, both of the word, by and by he is offended. And also that received seed among the thorns, This is a breakdown of the previous parable, which you can read before. For the interest of time, I'm just going through just them this being broken down by Yahweh Shai. And the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word and become unfruitful. All right. So you see, there's a myriad of ways that people fall short of the glory of the kingdom of the Most High. But there's only one way you can obtain the glory, and this is where it is. But he that received the seed into the good ground, first of the seed, all right, which is the understanding, the word basically. This understanding has to fall into a good, good ground, all right, fertile, ground, man. Is he that heareth the word, and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, and some 60, and some 30. So it shows you there that those that, excuse me, Salakia, but he that received the seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, and also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some a hundredfold, and some 60, and some 30. And there's one quote that I like. It goes, I don't know who, I can't recall who it was by, but it basically is the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit, which basically embodies how much labor intensive a work, in order to to gather a fruit. There's a whole process, man. The seed is put into the earth and is watered, and then guess what? The roots are the first thing to actually take, growth, a firm foundation of root in the soil, for then the stem to grow, and then for the stem to, after the stem grows, the leaves, then the flower, which ultimately leads to the fruit. All right, and the fruit being the last actual part of the seed to basically grow. All right, so that shows you how you know, labor intensive this work is that we are a part of, and that's why it said, he that received the seed in the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it. Now, hearing the word is one thing, but understanding it is a whole different thing in itself, another thing in itself. Why? Because in order for you to understand it, you have to be experienced, tempered in all things. You have to experience applying a word in scenarios that the Most High puts you through, in order for you to gain that wisdom, knowledge, and true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the 360 degrees of the understanding, the faith of the word. Because faith without works is what is dead. All right. So basically, that's why James said, show me a man to have faith without works, and I'll show you a man with faith by his works. Loosely paraphrasing, because basically your faith is shown by your works. All right, so that's why reading on it says, "And is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit?" Because that's once you understand it. Once you're firmly rooted and you've grown in this word, the last thing to come is what? The fruit of your labors. All right. And bringeth forth some an hundredfold, and some 60, and some 30. And the abundance thereof of your fruit is all determined by your talent that you've been bestowed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm going to follow up with this scripture. This is 2 Timothy's 2 and 6. Going to read down to verse 15, or maybe further down. All right. Okay, this is crashed. Oh. 2 Timothy 2 and 6. The husbandman that laboureth must be first partaker of the fruits. Alright, the fruit is what? The word. Alright. So, I'm sorry, Salakia. To be a partaker of the fruits, that means you have to participate in what? The work that garnered that fruit being grown. Consider what I say, and the Lord give thee understanding in all things. So look, saying you could think about it, and then understanding will follow. Remember that Yahweh Shai of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to my gospel, wherein I suffered trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of Yahweh is not bound. Alright? Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain salvation which is in Yahweh Shai and Mashiach with eternal glory. Alright? Because basically this is like the labor of love in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Though, you may suffer these hardships and endure hard times and whatnot, and it may seem as though you're wicked to the world, it's done in righteousness, right? Because basically unto the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're not being bound, right? But you're being proven, okay? Verse 11, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. So if we're dead to this world, then what's going to happen? We're going to live with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. So we have to be partakers in the work in order to be considered worthy. All right. So it's about work. I remember growing up, my stepdad used to play this tune all the time, and by Barrington Levy. Everybody must work. Everybody's got to work, man. Whether it be labor in the world, first and foremost, labor in this word, and also labor in the world, man. If you don't work, you don't eat. So work is a natural part of this life that we live. And why is that? Going back to the curse of set upon man by Adam, it was that by the sweat of our brow we must eat. All right. And so it's the same, to eat in abundance in the kingdom. What we gotta do? We gotta work. All right. Just like we work in this kingdom. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful, he cannot deny himself. Of these things put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord, that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So we got to study to show ourselves approved, and we have to show forth those works so that we're not ashamed in times of when opportunity presents itself for your exhortation or fall. Basically, you have to be on point at all times. All right. So reading on. I'm gonna finish up on this scripture. Actually, let me just hit. I got a couple, two light precepts I just want to knock out. On point.